And morality is
Why is she
like,
ignoring me, bro?
what was your question? Sorry.
Morality.
Can you define sentience?
Okay, I just did, but I will do it again because I don't
No,
think
the
you were
hell
in the
you
chat.
didn't. But okay, go ahead.
No, you were not in the chat, but that's fine.
Okay, then I don't know why you're acting like I
The
heard what you said if
capacity
you know
to,
I wasn't
so
here.
sentience is like the capacity to experience feelings, sensations, and to have like an effective consciousness. Did you say feelings?
I don't even know what like an effective consciousness even fucking is,
Yes, I
but
did.
I just wanna hone in on the fact that you said sensations, right? You acknowledge that pain is a sensation.
Sure.
Just for
Great. So
the
then I don't know what that like non-answer you gave me earlier was, but to be clear, I can give you a study. There's like reconsidering fetal pain in the first trimester, for example, that actually say that the capacity for pain it could possibly be present earlier than the second trimester. I can go get that for you if you want me to, but
Yeah, no, I would really appreciate that. And I do appreciate the fact that you said could possibly, leaving it open for the fact that like it could possibly not, like, but I would appreciate the study if you wanted to put
I
it
want to
in
be
the chat
clear,
or
without
something.
a precautionary, your position wouldn't make any sense. But sure, I'll go grab the source.
I just want to say for the record that I don't think consciousness is required
For what?
for determining like moral worth or like the wrongness denoted in unaliving them. I don't
Yeah,
think consciousness
consciousness.
is required
Okay.
for
Yeah, you
this.
also don't know. You also don't know if consciousness begins at 20 weeks. That's an assumption.
Well, they already went through that whole point.
But now I guess we're talking about the morality of it, and that was an
Yes.
interesting take on it with the, like, can you elaborate for not having consciousness
Why
evolved
it's
in,
why it's not required presently.
sure.
I just wanted pot stickers.
Um, sorry. Um, yeah, it wouldn't be required in the present, right? Because when like you look at the totality of the person's life, right? I think that it's taking these things from them, right? The way that like we have futures. I think this is what denotes the wrongness in unaliving a human being,
So you
right?
know what your future
I
holds?
think no, but I know that my future is mine to hold, right? So yeah, I don't know exactly. Now I can make very good deductive reasoning to say like my paycheck's gonna come in a week.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So
obviously some things are predictable,
yeah,
but
yeah, and so my parents' job was to guide me my entire time, right, while I was being raised towards having some of these things that I want to have now, right? Because they kind of knew what my goals would be, because in a way they were their goals.
so is your whole stance on being pro-life or pro-birth rather based on how you feel about what you would have in your life or what you wouldn't have if you were not here? Is that kind of like your
Well,
stance? Because I don't know your
well,
stance.
I think that the wrongness of unaliving human beings is going to be dependent upon, right, their morally relevant future that they're going to have,
Okay, so
right?
then what
Uh,
who says what's moral or not? Who decides what's moral?
oh, well, I believe there
Your
to
mom.
just be moral truths. I think that we use
Stated by
observation
whom?
and our rational. Well, this is my claim. If you want to make a counterclaim, that's okay.
And your claim is that there are moral
That there
truths,
are that there are moral truths, yes, and that we discover these, yes, through our
such
rational
as just
reasoning.
in examples.
Um, yeah, such as like unaliving people is wrong based upon their future value, like one like that.
So, like, do you have any other
Uh,
examples?
like essay of children is wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Essay in general is wrong. Um, like how I can make that statement,
This is a
right?
side
And I think
question,
that someone that believes that these are good is not in their like rational mind,
but
right?
that's
And
just
that
your
my
belief.
view, yeah, and that my
So
view,
your belief
right,
shouldn't
is going to be.
entitle what everyone else has to do?
Are you trying to stand up for the rapist now? What's going on?
No.
Not
Oh,
what he's
well,
saying.
that actually brings me really quick to my side question. Do you get,
So the
does like TikTok,
rapist, so the
does
rapist
TikTok,
claiming,
does TikTok kick you
yes,
out if you
yes,
say,
if you say certain words, yes.
okay, I was just really confused. I'm like, I don't know
Yep.
if
Nope,
if you'll
that's all
get
right.
kicked or what.
So you think that the grapist saying that raping women is good and that he wants to do it as much as he possibly can because it's good and just that he does what he does. You're saying that he has just as much of a valid opinion as yours, and if you two were in a room together, you couldn't say what he's doing is wrong?
Did I say that? Did I say that at all? Did
Okay.
I even allude to that? No.
Okay, so you do believe that moral truths exist?
I believe that morality is almost like the perspective is reality. Like, realistically, there are no set boundaries or guidelines. Obviously, they're like societal, like agreed upon by society what is right and wrong, such as like SA and grape, as you want to call it. Like, to me, yeah,
Wait,
that's morally wrong.
do you believe that these things are only wrong because a majority of people say they're wrong?
I believe it's wrong because in my own from my own upbringing and my own free thinking and believing, I think it's wrong, comma. But what I'm saying is, so say flashback to that metaphorical grapist you were talking about. Does he think that it's immoral?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you get the source? Can I turn my camera off now?
Yeah, sorry, I took a picture of it. Thank you.
Yes, I would wager that most of the time, I'm not going to claim all of the time, but most of the time the grapist knows that they are doing wrong and they choose to do it anyway.
Okay, that's valid. What if they didn't think it was immoral?
Well, I would say one thing, either they're irrational, and if they're proven to be completely irrational, right, then they would probably be instituted instead of going to like prison, right? And I mean like using the insanity plea and like being found like to be criminally insane. Like you should go to an asylum, not the prison. These things should be separate. And so based upon that, I think there's the people that know they're doing wrong. And I think that there's people that may be outside of their rational sense. But I don't think that anyone could hold an actual claim that this is a good, right, or a good thing to do. I don't think it'd be a rational claim.
An outlandish scenario such as your 15-year-old in the womb one, if you had an island full of grapists and all of them thought it was moral and they only knew what was on that island, would it be moral or would it be immoral?
It would be immoral.
But why? Because you're not there, so you're not there to even know. They only know what's around them.
Now you're saying that it would be right
to them.
And that okay, so they have. And if you talk to them and said, why do you think this is okay? You think that they'd be able to articulate this as well as you can say it's bad.
Well, and I'm also kind of curious now why we're relating.
What can you give me? Can you give me the argument? Can you give me the argument for grape, please? If you find it to be so compelling, can you tell me what it is?
No, I don't, because I think it's wrong. I think it's
okay.
awful.
So what do you think they're going to tell you that finds you to believe in that position?
Are you saying like what are they going to say to convince me?
Oh my God. Yes, what do you think they would tell you to say they're right? Do you think that it would be rational, what they're trying to tell you?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation. That's
Can
why
you give me an
it's
example of what you think they might say?
He's saying.
Then why do you find this? Hang on. Then why do you find this compelling?
He's saying, why do you think there are any good reasons?
Oh my God.
To believe the
why do you?
To be true? That's what he's saying.
Yeah. Why do you find it to be compelling that if you put 10 people on an island?
I didn't say 10, but right. Okay.
100 people. It doesn't matter how many people, as long as the majority of them say it's okay.
I'm saying morals
it doesn't matter. You can put
are based around different
10.
societies and how they're brought up.
Okay,
so obviously, like the morals.
So
in
tell me the
countries...
rational. So tell me the rational belief as to why, right? When you go into that society where they all think, oh, this is good, this is okay. Now you tell me you go into that society, right? And you tell me what is going to be their argument to you, and is it going to be rational?
So honest to God, an argument that I would not be surprised to hear would be our deity told us that this is what we have to do. And then they'd probably
and
do
that
some
sounds
sort
rational.
Of religious...
And that sounds rational to you?
No, not to me, but to them it would.
Wait. So do you think that your belief would actually be morally good in this scenario? Because you can provide a rational belief as to why you think the way you do.
Yeah. So do I think...
Okay, and in the same manner, I'm saying the same thing to you. It's just you're the caveman in this scenario.
Yeah, so am I supposed to, if you're gonna ask me to try to defend rape, I'm not gonna. Like, if that's the whole end goal of
Then
this,
I don't know why you find this to be a compelling argument.
well, I don't know why you were using rape as an example for pro-life and pro-choice.
Well, because most
So
most
great.
people can believe that this
great.
is
Make sure
yeah,
we say
because
because
most
they're not even close.
yes, because most people can agree that grape is objectively bad.
Can you rape
Okay,
a
most
fetus?
people can.
Yo, Alyssa, say
Yeah,
grape.
that's
That's
crazy,
like,
bro.
We
That's
literally
like
told you multiple times. Like now
So
you're just
can
doing
you?
it on purpose.
Say
yeah,
grape.
this is that. I'm gonna go right back to you're the caveman, bro, in this scenario. Like you're the type of person that I'm having to tell that it's bad to, because you don't like understand. Right?
I'm just like
You
so
don't understand why
confused
it's
about how
bad,
every
and I'm trying
argument
to teach
divulges
you as
into
to why it's
something
bad.
that
And
is
all you
completely
have,
different.
and all you have to fall back on is, well, everyone's opinion is just as valid as everybody else's opinion.
I mean, I
And so
I
now
don't
you're
think that at
justified in doing
all.
whatever
No,
now
I
you're
think some
justified in
people's
doing whatever you
opinions are
want.
stupid,
I think yours is.
and I think yours is, and that's fine. Like we're all
It's
allowed
not
to
fine
have
because
our
I'm
own.
I'm able to give you a rational reason as to why mine exists and
The
you're
only
not.
times opinions aren't fine is when it affects somebody
Is
else's
when you don't
life.
have rational belief behind it, then
No, is when
Ask
it
her why
affects
she
somebody else's
thinks.
life.
Ask her why she thinks
just
some
like you're
opinions
affecting the
aren't valid.
fetus's life. I'm confused.
Can you please enunciate your words
Based.
better? Whatever. I don't know what his name is because there's a little backwards K.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
you said that you think some opinions aren't valid based on what?
That they affect another individual's life.
Oh, why would that make it invalid?
Right. Like, bro, I have an opinion against what Jeffrey Dahmer did. I think that might have affected his life, but that doesn't make my opinion invalid.
Yeah.
What?
How does that
Arguing against your own
No, what
argument.
I'm saying is, like, honestly, I'm not here to tell you you can't be pro-birth.
A
You can be
rapist?
pro-birth, but
You're not here to tell us
as
we
soon
can't
as
be
that
what I'm-
rapists.
opinion,
That's
as
not what I'm
soon
getting
as-
at. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying
Crazy,
you
dog.
said that you don't believe that all people. Arnold made the claim to you. You were saying that you just think that everybody's opinion there, and you said no, you don't believe that. So I'm saying, what do you think can make an opinion wrong? Like on what basis?
I don't. Sorry, I'm trying to like go all the way back to what we were just talking about because it gets bounced on. Because I do remember saying that no, it's not valid, but then I kind of rescinded that and said I think some people's opinions are stupid. But
Yeah.
I guess at the end of the day, like my opinion of thinking that maybe Arnold's opinion is stupid, that doesn't make it invalid because he doesn't think it's stupid.
Just like
Well,
you can't invalidate the rapist's argument.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you think it's stupid, obviously you probably think that there's something irrational or wrong about what they're saying, right?
Well, I disagree with it, and yeah, and then I can go on and say how I disagree with it, but at the end of the day, like, if that other person either just doesn't want to change their stance or they are really, like, hard in their stance, then they will never, like, it will always be valid to them. So even if it is
So
invalid to me, it's never going to change the fact that it's valid to them.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, what Arnold is telling you is that when you engage in ordinary moral discourse, right, you're using a process of reasoning to come to a correctness about a proposition. That's why you have this intuition that some people can have wrong or right opinions about moral statements, okay? So if you don't have any good reason to believe the proposition on the table that raping kids for fun is okay, why would you think there would be a conceivable reason that that proposition is true?
Yeah, you kind of like just gave a bunch of poor arguments for someone on the rapist position.
No,
Like, you
well,
just
okay,
said
I'm not
religion,
first.
okay,
I'm not
poor argument.
understanding how you're not understanding what I'm saying, and second, I guess going on from this second right now that I'm speaking, I am not going to be arguing for a rapist, because I think that it is immoral and I think it's invalid, and I'm not going to use that argument to potentially frame myself as someone who thinks otherwise.
Yeah, so
If
you think, yeah, we don't need the disclaimer, okay? I think everyone understands what's
No,
going on
this
here.
is TikTok. People
I don't
are
think
gonna
anybody
roll with
thinks-
whatever they want.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody thinks
no
you're
one
standing
thinks
up for
that's
this.
the argument.
I think that what's happening here is I'm trying to explain to you, if you had like an actual articulable and rational and reasonable position as to why this would be wrong, and you find it extremely compelling that the rapist would be able to explain to you just as much as to why he does what he does, and explain why that's actually good for that person and good for himself and good for however he wants to deal his metric. And you would say that he is just as rational. So I ask you, give me one of the rational positions that the Grapist would hold. If you can't find any,
I
then maybe it's
literally
because they
did.
have no rational
I did like
argument.
10 minutes ago.
You
Their
said
God told them
religion.
to. Yeah.
Okay, you think religion is a good argument?
I think it's a terrible argument, but I tell you a hell of a lot of religious
Do you think
people
it's
out there think it's a
rational?
great
Do you think
argument.
do you think it's rational to just say that and leave it at that?
No, I don't. But I just
Okay.
told you. Okay,
So
if
if
you're
I
gonna let me finish,
agree-
Arnold, honey, sweetheart. No, I don't think
Crazy.
it's rational. But if the other person thinks
This
it's
feels
rational,
really weird.
then it's invalid.
Arnold, give her the companions and guilt
I'm
argument.
just hang on. I'm just confused. You're like, the Grapist will say their religion, and you're like, oh, that's cool, dog. Continue graping people because that's what your religion tells you to do.
Did I say that I would just
Okay,
immediately be like,
okay,
yeah, it is moral?
Okay.
No.
Okay. And so through this same metric that you're doing to say that they're immoral, right? That they're wrong for doing this and that their reasoning's garbage is the same way I'm doing it to you. You're just fighting it really hard. You're just like they are. You're
What do
fighting
you-
it really hard, and I'm rationalizing my position, and I'm telling you as to why it's reasonable.
My
And you
whole
don't have a rational reason. You just say my body, my choice. You don't actually have a rational reasoning. Okay, and I'm saying
But
you're
what
the
to you is
rapist.
rational. Like
I'm saying
rational
you're
is
the
gonna be
rapist. I'm
different
trying
than
to
my
explain it to
rational.
you, and you're trying to give me every reasoning you have, but none of them are
Yeah,
rational.
but because you don't think my reasoning is rational, then to you it is not rational as a whole. But just because something is
It just
irrational
quite literally
to you,
isn't. Wait, no, it
because
just quite literally isn't.
Everybody is living their own life, so your own rationality does not mean that it is rational for everybody else.
So the
because if
grapist-
I give
so the
my
grape- so
arguments
give me the grapist
to
for the
somebody
argument.
with the same stance
Give me
as
the
I
ar-
did,
the
they
argument
might
for the
view
grapist
mine as
then.
rational. But because you don't have the same stance as I do, you view it as irrational. So therefore, it's all just,
Wait,
it's all
we've been
perception.
waiting. We've been waiting on the stance, dog.
The stance that I'm pro-choice.
We've had 4 of them. What other ones do we need to destroy? We've destroyed four. What's left on the notepad, dude?
But
Look on the notepad.
You've
What's left on
destroyed
there?
them because they don't align with your own
Listen? Can you just
confirmation
what's
bias.
left on the what's
Like,
left on the
there is
notepad?
nothing I
What's
can
left?
say that is gonna
Where are your
make
note
you-
cards? Where are your note cards?
There's no
Get your note cards out.
buddy.
Find
There's
find the
no
note
cards, buddy.
Well, you've changed the goalpost so much. I don't know how you remember it
because
all.
I didn't come in here to try to crush your ego or cook you or whatever it is.
That's
that
exactly
you
what
say.
you came in trying to
No,
do, and now
dude,
that
I
you've
came-
gotten cooked, you're
like
trying to
I
rescind
said
it.
to, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
But I'm not gonna
KHI.
apologize. Like you can be
Like I
stupid,
said
but you
to
can't be
her,
that confident and that stupid.
Wild. You keep calling Misha her.
I'm not talking about Misha.
No,
the
she meant
person-
me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
talking about
okay.
her.
You talking
Okay.
about Kylan?
Got
Kylan?
it?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
before-
know how to say it.
Before we get off on this, like, do you not understand what I'm saying to you?
I am understanding
All of your
what you're
beliefs,
saying
none
to
of
me.
your none
You
of your
are not
beliefs
understanding a
have
single
been
word that's coming
rational.
out of my mouth.
Yes, because
you are
none of your
unwilling
yes,
to
because
see
none
from
of your
both
beliefs have been
sides.
rational thus far.
No, because you are unwilling to see anything from another side, even if you disagree with it.
You've come up here. You said you're wrong. You literally came up here and you said I was wrong on something
Yeah,
that
I've
is the most
corrected- I've
pivotal to my
corrected
stance.
myself, because
Yes,
guess
and so
what?
you
I'm
changed
open
the
to
entirety of
information.
your stance, right? Based upon one bit of new information that someone told you in sick. You folded like a
No,
lawn chair,
But
bro.
that's not my whole stance. Isn't based off of that one thing.
So what's the rest of the stance? My body, my choice.
No, that's not. Okay,
so what is
here's
it?
another hypothetical. If it's gonna, if the
That's not a stance.
I'm not done yet.
So give me a stance.
Okay,
You're not
when the
done with
mother's
what you-
life is in danger, if the mother's life is at
Everyone on
risk.
this panel makes the exception.
Yeah,
Easy
bro,
for
you're not gonna
mistakes,
find any
it's
argument here.
So then
Next.
that's kind of why I was asking, like, what is your, because some people are very much like, no, there's absolutely none. And then some people are like, oh, except in the cases of incest, rape, stuff like that. So I don't know your guys'
Okay, so
full
what's the
entire.
next-
Bro,
so what's the
every
next-
time
so
someone
what's the
tries
next argument,
to,
bro?
not make a medical exception, I cook them. I promise.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean,
just
obviously, like,
what's the next argument?
I am,
None
here,
of
let me,
us- None of
Arnold?
us hold that as a stance. Like, none of-
Okay, Arnold, let me tell you, how about I just, like, give you my stance then? Because maybe we might
I
actually
was
be.
I was
Okay,
hoping
yeah.
for it the whole time.
Yeah, here's my stance. I think people should have the choice to choose. I do think that there is a certain cutoff when it would be inhumane. I
What are
think
they
that in
choosing?
cases of like what we just said, rape, incest, I don't know if I could say that word on here.
Listen, what are they choosing?
Huh?
What are they choosing?
Okay, your mic sucks.
Can
Sorry,
you hear
I
me?
don't. They're choosing the right to
Yeah, it's definitely not the
terminate
greatest.
but also
They're
here's
picking on
before
Wait,
anyone says
hold on.
anything,
What are they choosing, Alyssa?
choosing to terminate the fetus. That's
Which
the choice.
ends in what?
What? Choosing to
Which
terminate the
ends?
fetus.
Yeah, and what does that do? Is that unaliving another human being?
No.
Wait, we're back. Hang on, we're back at square.
I never even got
We're
to finish
back
my
at
stance.
wait. We're back
Because
at
I did
square
agree with
one.
Maddie.
Wait, we're
I agreed with Maddie when I said that people like shouldn't be using. Maddie said in one of her videos, I don't think that people who disagree, I don't think their taxpayer dollars should have to fund these abortions. I don't think that's fair
What does
because
that have to do with anything?
well, what I'm saying, I'm just giving you my general stance because I'm pro-choice, but I'm not trying to make it affect other people who aren't pro-choice.
I
Because
do think we need to clear something up though. Like Kay just said, is it unaliving a human? And then I think your comment on my video was that it's not human and not alive.
no,
Is
I
that-
said that's why I said fetus. It's not.
A fetus is not a human?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
species
we gotta
is a
go way to
fetus?
square one then.
Oh,
What
yeah.
species
This
is
is
a-
probably-
what-
Wait, did I reproduce a
We've
pterodactyl?
gone
Like, what's
we've
going on
gone backwards, bro.
Yeah,
Did I-
but this is very important. Like, all of this doesn't even matter if she doesn't even think it's
If you
alive.
look at it, I said
No, you
I said a
said-
fetus is comprised of human, like genetically coded cells, but it is
What makes something a human?
viability.
What?
What?
It does not. It does not. If you look
Wait,
it
I'm
up
so
on
sorry.
Google, it does not.
Wait,
Wait
I'm
a
so
minute,
sorry.
wait a minute. Okay. When you
It
say
does not.
that something is human and you're only entailing viability, then what is a fetus or an embryo before viability? What
So,
species-
would you agree that in Alabama that the
I'm so sorry.
like
he
the,
just asked you a question. I don't know
I'm
why
sorry,
you're asking
that's
him one back.
that's a direct question, and I don't think.
okay,
anything in
simplify
what
the
you said-
question into one sentence, please. Say it.
Okay, cool. If viability is what make human, what is being before viability if not human?
Cluster of cells, fetus.
He's asking
Wait,
you what
and what
species it is.
species do the
Bro,
cells
it's a fetus
belong
after
to?
viability.
But I just
Bro,
said
you're
I
a
said
cluster
human
of
coded cells.
Wait, so if the cells are human,
Okay.
and the organism that
Child,
holds the
fetus
cells
in
that are
womb, child
human,
outside of womb. I know you were
Bro,
here.
We're not even
I don't know
asking if it's a
why- I
child,
don't
we're
know
asking
what
if
you're
it's a
doing
living
trying to-
human.
Hold up. I don't know what you're doing trying to yell over me. This is a Wendy's, ma'am. Okay? I don't know what you're doing here, right?
Wendy's is
So,
mixed.
anyways, right, again, if the cells that are within the organism are that would belong to the species of human, then therefore that would make the organism a human organism, correct?
Okay, a human organism. Yes, it would be an organism. Absolutely.
Wait, cool, great, awesome. I don't know what you think.
I
don't know what
agree
you
with
think
you.
The word,
So it
what do
is
you
a
think the
living
word?
human?
What do you think the word organism means?
I guess when I'm referring to human, I'm referring to like a born child as opposed to a fetus.
Wait,
because
no. What do you? That's not answering my question, bro.
Oh my
Like,
God.
You have this bad problem when you're asked direct questions. You just answer something.
ask the
that
question
nobody
again,
said.
buddy.
What does an organism mean?
Do you want the exact definition
that's gotta be
or
good.
a collection of cells,
A collection
an
of
individual living thing
Wait, tissue is a collection of cells, though.
individual living
that
thing.
carries on the activities of life by means of organs?
Great. So maybe
not
like an
even
no, yeah. So maybe like I don't know what organs is doing there. I think you were just trying to take the.
No, that's definitely on the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
That's one definition. What does the second one say?
I was gonna say that's one definition.
So
An
why is
organism-
this
why-
one? Okay, something
I'm not telling
having
you-
many
listen-
related parts that
listen,
function together as a whole.
Stop.
That's the second.
Which applies to
Bitch,
the
we
zygote.
just said
I
we
don't
just said
understand
organism.
those
Why
two.
are we looking at fertilization now?
Bro, that's not even me. I don't know who you're talking to, right? So anyways, right, again, the reason I'm not telling you your definition is wrong, but I'm saying that it's definitely not going to encapsulate what this concept actually is when you necessitate organs, right? Because plants are organisms too.
Yeah.
Plants don't have organs, right?
Okay, I was just reading you the dictionary definition because you asked me what it was, and then
Wait,
that was
I don't
that
even
was
know
the
what
second.
I don't know. One. It's not just the dictionary definition. It's one dictionary's definition.
Okay,
right?
let's pull up
Oxford
another
says
dictionary.
Oxford says completely otherwise. I don't care what dictionary you use.
So
right?
yes,
But I'm
you
just letting
do,
you know
because if
it's
there's
not
two
the-
separate dictionaries for two separate meanings, then obviously one of them is more rational to you than the other, because one of them backs your argument. So
No,
which
it's not a point of
definition do you
backing-
want
it's
me
not
to
a point of-
use?
Holy shit!
Wait,
It's
both
not a point of
definitions are
backing my-
valid.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's not a point of backing my argument, right? I'm just trying to explain to you that when you say like, fine, I'm willing to accept it's a human organism, you're acting as though there's a separation between the, like with the terminology of organism and any other entailed human, and it doesn't do anything. Like, I think you were thinking that the word organism was doing more heavy lifting in that statement than what it was actually doing there.
I'm not even the one who brought up organism. You said human organism. You said that word first,
Oh my gosh.
buddy. Al, I said human, then you said
Saying that
human
you
organism.
think that the word organ
Okay,
is
perfect.
actually
Okay,
doing
great. This is fine. Right. This is fine.
I didn't bring it up.
So just say right now, right? A fetus, an embryo, right? A blastocyst. Those are all gonna be human.
Okay, like in this case, you're referring to like a human organism, like you said. Yes. So what?
Well, yeah. So
like all
fetuses
of
are
us here.
human.
Okay.
Blastocysts are human. Embryos are human. We're clear on that.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes. I
Now-
Are they
misspoke.
alive?
I apologize. I'm glad
Now,
that you
are they-
cleared it up.
Now, are they alive?
Yeah, cells are living.
Okay, perfect. So it's an alive human, right? At the moment of conception. Why is there a justification to ending the life of this human?
Wait.
I mean, some of you guys even just agreed with me.
Wait,
Justifications in the case of like.
Hold on, Alyssa.
That's not. Wait,
That
that's
brings
not.
us
That's not what
back.
I'm.
Aw, thanks, Mike.
So
Wait,
now that
hold
we've
up.
agreed,
Wait.
now that we've agreed that it's human and it's alive, that brings us back to the original question. You said that she ought to have a choice to be able to unalive another human
Wait, that's
being.
that's what I just asked, bro. Come on, Kay.
Oh, is it? Oh,
what I-
my fault.
Hey, not tracking?
What I just asked, bro.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
honestly,
Explain
yeah.
flow, bro.
So why is it? You're good. But why, right? Where is the entailed overarching justification for this human at the moment of conception to be able to have its life ended? You've admitted it's alive.
I'm gonna
You've
say it
admitted it's
again,
human.
right? Like I already said, but welfare of the parent, quality
Welfare
of
of the
life, quality of life for the fetus once it is born. And I'm not just talking about like, oh, it has a small disability. I'm talking about it is only gonna be viable outside of the womb for maybe a couple days to a week. Okay.
Okay, wait. So I just want to be clear. So because of the presumption that an individual is going to unalive, right, in a small window of time after birth, we're going to operate based on that presumption to make sure that we 100% make sure that the life of this individual is ended prematurely.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
those instances occur.
Absolutely.
Wait,
Okay,
doesn't
perfect.
it? Doesn't
So
it logically?
are you going to hold that position for diagnosed with a disease where it's presumed that they're more than likely not going to survive, that we should just end their life as a
No,
result of-
dude, I'm gonna hold that position for me personally and whatever my
Wait, that's
future
not-
fetus
listen,
has.
dude,
All
listen,
I
dude,
want
I
is
don't
the
know-
right for me to
I
make
don't
a
know
choice
what
for
early-
myself.
I don't know what
I don't
know
want to
what
make a
early-
choice for
listen,
someone
bro,
else.
Bro, I don't know if you're like, I don't know if this is like freaking
Tap
Full
water.
House. I don't know if
Tap
this is like a
water, bro.
1990s
Bro, are you fucking
sitcom,
dense? Or are you
right?
like even listening?
I don't know what's going on
ironic.
here, right? But it's a very simple question, right? I just drew a
And I
parallel.
just answered it.
based
I
on-
literally
no,
just
you didn't.
answered it
No,
for
you
you.
didn't.
You said, or am
No,
I
you didn't. You're just
overarchingly
speaking
doing
out of
that
pain.
what
for
you were
every
doing.
other kid that could be?
No, that's not what I asked, bro. You're just you're not tracking.
Yes, it is
clearly.
though. You're not tracking.
Bro.
Then
stop
ask it in less
right?
words because
To be
you're forgetting
fair,
words.
Ask
to be
it
fair,
in
I
less
just
words.
can I point
Okay,
something?
cool. I got you.
Hang
No,
on,
no,
can
no,
I
Arnold,
point
love
something
this.
out
I
just
love it when
really
it-
quick?
No, bro. Come on, bro. I let everybody else talk. Why is it when my dialogue tree happens?
Because you
everybody
take too
else
long.
has to jump in?
Quit yapping. Make your
Okay,
point.
cool. So you want me to say it in less words? You want me to say it in less
Yes.
words? Okay, cool. If principle is kill monkey because monkey may die, then why do we get to not kill monkey when monkey's presumed to die in other instances? You fucking tracking?
Confusing.
Give
Are you
another
tracking?
instance. Give another instance.
I just gave one.
No, you didn't.
Okay, cool. I'll give it again, right? Let's make sure. Everybody pay attention, okay? The other instance would be if an individual is diagnosed with the presumption that they are not going to be able to survive from what they were diagnosed with, are we justified in operating off of said presumption and ending their life prematurely?
If they wanted it, fuck it, why not?
I didn't say anything about they want it because a fetus can't consent.
Okay, wait, so I thought you were just referring, because you said if anybody has a condition that they're not gonna live, because I already told you my stance on the fetus one. So are you referring to like if an already born human being, like,
Well,
out
yeah,
of the
but
womb?
I don't know what consent's doing there because you don't care about consent in the sense of the fetus. That doesn't hold any bearing or weight against
Is
your
the
position.
fetus even able, like,
Exactly. You're
Is
you're
it able to
tracking. Thank
give
you.
con-
Welcome
it
to the
can't-
table. Welcome to the table, Joe Biden.
So
They
no.
can't consent.
Bye.
You're still
When a
making the
pregnant woman
action
gets
for
arrested,
them.
are
You can't
two
cons-
people arrested?
They can't
Huh?
consent, yet you're still making the action and making this decision for them. So therefore, if the consent doesn't matter as an identifiable characteristic, whether the action can take place
You
or
are
not, it
responsible
doesn't
for that
matter.
fetus
It
in your
doesn't
own
matter
womb as
whether
the
it
parent. And if
even
you choose
consents
to
this
do so,
outside
then
the
that's your
womb.
choice to
You're
do
Wait,
so.
you're
Just because
responsible as
someone
a
like
parent.
you doesn't want it to happen doesn't make
Bro,
it
you're
wrong.
so
It just
slow,
means they
bro.
don't
She just
agree
went
with
pro-choice
you.
parental, bro.
Right, like, I don't even understand what
You
you're
guys
talking
have
about, right?
zero capability
So
of viewing anything
answer
other
the
than
question.
the outside of your
Answer
small-minded
the
biasness,
question.
dog.
Answer
Like,
the
I'm so
look at
question.
your
sorry.
facts.
Small-minded is
How
like
are
kind
we
of
small-minded?
not
You
gonna
said
lie.
the fetus.
Hold up. No, please. Just answer the question, right? It's so
I
simple,
already
bro.
answered it, dude.
You
You're
haven't, because you
done.
just
You're
said-
cooked,
No,
bro. You're over.
No,
I
bro, you haven't
Oh
even
my
stepped in the
God.
kitchen. You haven't even stepped in the kitchen, right? Relax, calm yourself down, right? All the way down. Take a stadium full of seats. That's insane, right? So again,
Ask
it's
the
very
question.
simple, right? It's very simple. The question is that if your principle is a justification for ending the life of another individual is based on a presumption in which that this individual is not going to be able to survive, then therefore, if this is a principled reason that you give for this to be able to occur, then you would have to say that it's justified for individuals to
No,
operate
you're using
based on
no because you're using.
Shut up.
That's the
You
answer.
would have to say that it's justified
You are saying
for
individual.
individuals to operate off the same presumption to end the lives of other individuals that are not in
I
the
can't do
womb.
this shit.
Wait, are you gonna
Like,
run? Are you
No,
gonna run?
are you gonna let me
Okay,
answer
cool.
the question?
Yeah, give an answer, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh my God. So you saying the term individual and making this or your question so broad is opening it up to almost be able to say like, oh, if Joe Schmuckatelli over there had cancer, you could kill him, right? Like that's basically what you're asking by using these broad statements such as individual. That's all you keep saying.
Oh,
I'm not
define an individual.
I'm not referring to every other individual. I'm specifically
Define an
referring
individual? Oh,
to
you're
a
special
fetus in the
pleading.
womb under the 24 weeks. That is what I'm
so you're
referring
special
to.
pleading.
Say again?
So you're special pleading. You said I'm not applying this to every other individual. I'm only applying this to a specific individual in a
Yeah,
stage of
I'm
development.
applying it to my specific
Okay, so you're special. Wait, so you're special pleading. So your entire position is based on a logical fallacy. Therefore, you operate on fallacious logic.
what makes
and
it-
to-
Bro,
Why
the
is it
self-refutation is
anybody-
insane.
And for anybody to entail thinking that you have any kind of rationale to your position, considering the fact it's based on fallacious logic, would be no better than to listen to the homeless man that sits on a subway and screams that the end times are coming soon while providing no justification or evidence as to why he believes this to be the case.
Incapable. I'm so sorry that someone
Wait,
had a
how
push
are you
button.
gonna gaslight
great.
him so bad after you
Great.
quite literally
No,
said
it's
that
not
the fetus wasn't
gaslighting. It's
human?
really not. Everything
I'm
I
sorry.
say,
It's
he
very
brings in
rich.
his own opinion back. So how come when I
This
respond
isn't
with
an
my
opinion
opinion is
debate.
wrong,
Hold on,
but his
hold on.
opinion is
We
right?
just,
Hold on.
we just,
Alistair,
we
I
just,
think you
all we
need
did
to-
was came
No,
full
dog,
circle.
I answered the question
Right.
like
All we
7
did-
fucking times,
Alyssa,
and he's reset
Alyssa,
it like 7 fucking
So
times.
what's-
Alyssa, hold on. Listen, we literally used your and he's doing an internal critique of your position. This is your inconsistency that you're getting mad about, not his. It's
Right.
yours.
Yeah, your inconsistency. I haven't
No,
even told
it's-
you.
No,
Wait, hold
it's
on.
you
Alyssa,
taking what I'm
Alyssa,
saying and
Alyssa,
interpreting
what's my-
it your
Wait, Alyssa, you said it. Okay, it's interpreting based on my position. What's my position?
She don't
If I'm the one that's making all these
Yuma.
assertions based on my position, you should understand my position and be able to show me how I'm applying it through the things in which that I'm stating. Right? What's my position?
Also, I don't know how she's gonna know your position, and she didn't even know that a fetus was human. So I don't know how we're gonna get anywhere with this person.
This don't make no sense, right? All I'm doing is exactly what Nate said. I'm doing an internal critique. I'm taking your logic, I'm showing it, I'm repeating it back to you, and I'm showing you the logical conclusions of what your logic leads to.
Yeah, and
what
you're getting mad about
view
it.
leads to. And then you're getting upset because obviously it entails things that are absolutely absurd.
Can I?
And then you sit there and go,
you may
oh, well,
have-
I'm not applying it in any of these other instances. I'm only applying it in this
Can
one
I
specific
ask you a
instance." What's the
question,
definition of
Mustafa?
special pleading?
Can I ask you a question?
We're just in
Sure,
the
ask me
same
a question.
spot we
Sure,
were
ask me a
in.
question.
My
Sure.
question
Ask me a
for you, right?
Mhm.
What would be your problem with me if I was pregnant, terminating my child? How would that affect you?
Flow.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God,
perfect.
it's
Yeah, so,
irrelevant.
so for one,
It is relevant. It's completely
right?
relevant.
No,
'cause
no,
if
that's
you're trying
fine.
to
That's fine.
pass a
How is
law-
it going to affect me? Yeah, I don't think a lot of things affect me that I have moral claims and views about. Right? I don't think.
So
the
then
fact
why
of,
do-
like,
why
what's
do your
going on-
opinions
I don't
get-
think the fact. I don't
I'm
think
so
the
sorry.
fact that Jeffrey Dahmer was running around eating homosexual men, right, had an effect on me as a straight
That's such a
male,
stupid
right?
fucking
I don't think it had an effect on me as a straight male, but I still have a moral claim and conclusion that what he was doing
You
was wrong.
can.
right?
You
As
can.
a white man, I don't think that slavery.
Is it serious?
I can still sit here and say that those actions
Not
were
a serial
wrong.
killer. It's
I
not
can
great.
still look at it's a rights violation.
Yeah, if you do-
It's a rights violation, right? And if you want to try to contend me on that, what's a right?
my right,
What's a right? What is a right?
you're right.
Hey, don't keep
Hold up,
muting her, bro.
whoever's
She's
muting-
gonna
whoever's
leave.
Whoever's muting her, stop.
Bro, it's a violation of my right. So what's
Wait,
why does it only go one way?
that's
why
not
does
what
it
I
go one
asked you.
way?
That's not what I asked you. I asked you.
You get
is
what you
a
want.
right?
Good.
What
No
is
right
a right?
violation.
What
I
is
get
a
what I
right?
want.
What is
Bad.
a right?
Right
What is a
violation.
right?
Right
What is a
violation.
right? What is a right? What is a right?
Like, are you talking about constitutionally?
No, I'm not talking about constitutionally.
A right is something that you can. Well, technically, a right is constitutionally something we are legally allowed to do.
Wrong.
No, we
Wrong.
have
What
allowed
is
to
your
do.
definition of a right?
That's
Mustafa?
crazy.
Oh, yeah, no,
What is your
I'm so
definition?
glad that you asked. Yeah, I'm so glad that you asked. Rights, I'm going to say, are going to be probably moral entitlements. Now, these moral entitlements can also translate to become legal entitlements via legal documentation that we have
Okay.
stuck under a state structure. But that
Valid.
doesn't necessitate that what the government says is a right is therefore automatically a right. Because if you were to say that, then you would have to say that at one point in time within the country where it was literally legally justified and considered to be a right to own individuals that have more melanin presented in their skin, as I'm sure some
talking
of your
about slavery.
ancestors
Yeah, we
did,
get it. You don't have to be all
that
extra.
This would then be a justified right, right? And I don't think that you would want to die on the hill of stating that the things that your ancestors did was a right.
Bro, who's mouth breathing?
It's probably me.
Mouth breathing is crazy.
Arnold, bro.
That was Arnold a little bit, drinking a lot
Listen,
of
Mustafa, I don't know if your
Mustafa's got me
ancestors owned
drooling, bro.
slaves, but I don't think you can speak on mine, brother.
Wait,
My
what?
ancestors were Irish, turned into servants. Cope, right? Now, anyways, again, back to what I was saying, right? It wouldn't make sense to say that those things were a right just because the government said that to be the case.
Okay, what was this supposed to end? I asked you what a right was, and you gave me the definition.
therefore, if rights are not determined based on what the government says, it's going to be more likely that they're going to be moral entitlements, right?
So who gets the overarching? Who gets to choose what's morally right in the eyes of the law?
That's
Because
not what the point of what we're. That's
my
not. What
God.
that's not what's being stated. This doesn't even necessitate, right, a conversation as to normativity of what is right or wrong. When we're talking about moral entitlements, we're just going to say specific protections that are granted to individuals in which that are going to have moral consideration granted to them to where there's going to be
Okay,
a limiting on
Eminem.
the freedom of action that's capable of being able to be done to them. It's so simple. And I don't understand how you don't understand these basic concepts and how you've been able to make it to the point in which that you that you
I don't understand why
within
you
your
think that
life
if you talk super
without
duper fast, it's
slipping over. I don't know how you've been able to make it to the point in time within your life without slipping on a fucking cartoon banana peel and cracking your neck because
because
don't
you
even know the
think that
basic
anybody who doesn't
rationale
agree with
to
you
be
is
able to
incapable.
understand these basic concepts of what makes
Wrong.
our
Oh my
society
God.
function. That's
Dude.
it.
He was trying
No.
to talk normal, and you told him that he was talking too slow.
No,
so then
I
he started
sat there
talking
and
fast.
listened to him speed rap
Oh,
for
shut
I
like
have-
20
whatever you
minutes,
gotta do, whatever you
dog.
Bro,
Not gonna
we've-
lie, I wouldn't follow that either.
We've now ran the same
That's fine.
position.
Wait, that's fine. That's fine, right?
twice.
It's very simple. Again, moral entitlements are just entitlements in which that we grant protections
Bro,
to
you
one
said
another
it
to be
already
able to sit
for
here
like the
and
5th
coexist.
time.
Oh, okay. So you did track. Okay, perfect.
I fucking
so then now
tracked,
explain. Okay,
dog.
perfect. So if that's what rights are, then explain to me why you're capable of being able to violate the rights of the individuals that are developing within the womb.
Oh, who said that that was a right? You just said. Who made that right? Who?
You made the claim it was your right and all
It
women's rights
is
to be able
for
to do so.
myself. It is for
Wait, so
myself.
why is
Am
it
I
so
gonna go
why,
do something
wait, so
to
give
someone
the
else's fetus?
justification.
No.
Wait, so give the justification why it's justified for you to be able to end the life of your offspring based on your